Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Earthbound Super Series PK Scramble Tournament Danger Bracket. I am Derrick, and I'm joined by my lovely commentator, Leslie. How are you doing this evening?
Doing well tonight, and for tonight's matchup, it is Serra. I am bad at naming things versus AND4H. The winner becomes the fourth and final member of our chosen four, and they will face off against Daniel RGT in the next round. The loser, unfortunately, be eliminated. But I will say this, both runners have put on a heck of a showing to get to this point.
Agreed. While they're getting started, let's go over the flag set. We do have a max item level of 40, and we do have a 20% PSI rate, so we will be getting some high rate PSIs that we will be learning and hopefully being able to use. So, what will be our first teleport? We're looking at Underworld from BuzzBuzz. That is a great start. That almost gives us an immediate sanctuary that we can go check and gives us opportunities there. Spicy PSI has been really good at this flag set because you will see lots of great healing abilities and lots of great attacking powers. Real fast, do want to mention we do have a prediction up. You can spend those precious channel points and try to guess who will win, Serra or Andy. Who's your money on? Place your precious channel points. Are gonna check Liar Aggregate's house.
Chat does make a good point of Healing Gamma coming up huge last night.
Yes, it did. It looked like Scaraba flashed across for the statue. Summers. Started with an S. Almost got it.
It's 50-50.
Not a bad check, to be honest. That gives us two real quick, easy a sanctuary, and then also another check.
Speaking of sanks,
Ooh.
Key to the shack.
That's a spicy. Yeah, warping out of here, going straight down to South Onet. Not a bad choice. So with max item level of 40, we're going to see some okay pendants. Those are going to be about the top top item tier. So that will be interesting to go item checking. And he's going to go shopping just a little bit, while Serra's going to go to Summers. Not a bad decision, either one, really. The Magic Cake out in Summers will give you another Warp or potentially Starstorm for Pooh. So it's kind of a little bit of a gamble, but honestly, not a bad gamble at that. Gonna be useful regardless. Ooh! Did you see what was on the library?
No, I missed it. I was answering chat.
Tenderkraut. That is a perfect...
Underworld for sure.
Oh, yeah. And I think Andy agrees. Let's go to Underworld, go take care of the Tenderkraut, get another Warp, potentially take care of a Sanctuary if you're feeling spicy today. We are getting those Warp checks, though.
Four side.
Ooh. And what's the cake? Cake is Saturn. A lot of good checks right now. So, Saturn, arguably right now, not as usable. We don't have any items that we can go check there. And right now, it's kind of a dead end. But if we do go to do Gygus, that's a perfect place to go. Otherwise, we're gonna be looking somewhere else.
I feel like right now the play is to go to the mines. I will admit Mole Cave with a single party member can be rough, but that seems like the long-term play. Although, if you want a hint as to who's at Monotoli, you could go to the Forsyth department store, although that might not be in logic at the moment.
No, I don't think it would be. And with item level, sitting at 40, the shopping trip there might not even really be worth it to go do that entire file, that entire dungeon.
Oh, this is bad. Andy got ganged up on by a sign that's casting hypnosis.
I hate the sleep ailment because it is arguably one of the worst.
That's agreed. I mean, there are folks who play Dragon Warrior 1 rando that I know who would agree.
Single party member sleep is arguably terrible. All right, Sarah's going to go ahead and pick up the Forsyth, and Andy's going to go ahead and pick up Saturn Valley because the arcade looked a little high. Thank you for calling that out, girl. Looked a little high, and Sarah said, not today. Looks like Andy's going to probably see that as well. And Sarah is going straight to the big city.
Nice crit on Andy's side.
Yes, it was. I think Andy's taken 1 or 2 more fights than Serra has taken. It looks like it.
Yeah, I think the difference is Andy went shopping and got a bat. I didn't see Serra do that.
That's true. We already got some great PSI. Master Belch is down. I don't foresee having any issues with the Money, and it is down as well. So what does the mayor have? Jar of fly honey.
About not having anything to do in Saturn Valley.
Yeah?
We just got something. And that something opens up a way to go back into Threed by way of Forsyth, and that's a kid check right there. Bit of a long, convoluted way to do it, but it's doable.
And it opens up a sanctuary, so you got some options here. This, yeah, Anne's right. It's looking like they have plenty of options, which is terrifying. Because that could mean you could be going a 100 different directions, and one of them might be right.
And another one, you just might be a whammy.
Yes, it might. Looks like Andy's gonna go ahead and snag the shack fight up here. Not a bad decision, honestly. Interesting to bail out of Moonside. I'm not quite sure the looks like it was just an item check, but it's really questionable.
I'd at least try the boss and try and use at least 1 or 2 rock and see if it works, and if it doesn't, then bail.
Truth. Lots of attack slugs on Andy's side. Serra is making the good call. Let's go ahead and pick up some items. Let's get some power behind our attacks. Maybe try something else.
The only slug we were missing from that last fight from Andy was Attack Slug herself.
That is true.
McGirt brings up a good point. If there was a PSI shield on that boss, it would have been a no-go for sure.
That's true. Both of them are in Giant Step. We had a little bit of route divergence, but we're going to take out the first sanctuary. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. Plague rat, boom.
Oot.
Not
Being
being
unable to use your PSI, how rude.
Agreed. This rat is just evil today. But we have tamed him. We have absolutely tamed that rat, getting the first sanctuary for Andy. Serra is nipping right at the heels. So, you're Andy. Where are you going next? You have quite a few check options that you can go do. What are you going to do?
The way this seed's playing out right now, I'm feeling belch base. Because for the reasons that I mentioned, you get into 3, you get a kid check. You don't need UFO engine at all in this seed, so yay. And I think the value of having another party member is just too good to ignore right now.
True. I would have been tempted by Underworld. The idea of taking the Underworld, the less oft-seen strategy. Where's the meteorite piece? Oh,
net.
Oh, well, no. Winters. It said that the meteorite that fell near Onet, saleswoman, and Winters. Okay. Not bad. So, potential option, if we decide to go do Gygas, which that has been happening, we will be seeing a meteorite in Winters somewhere. At some point, we'll get access to that.
So, it's a 50-50 here. It is either the bubblegum saleswoman or it's Apple Kid's pet mouse.
I think it's the saleswoman.
Yeah, that would be the easier way to go about it, so you don't have to do that whole bit.
Oh, Andy Sarah is saying it's the saleswoman. So I thought the hint said, but I definitely could have misread.
Yep.
Sarah's gonna go ahead and take out Arcade, find that fly, honey. Starman Jr. is running Belch Base today, so we have the PSI for it, so that's not terrible. Ooh, light on Fobbies today. Just kidding, I lied.
The game knew that you were gonna say that.
Absolutely, commentators curse and all. Bobby's for days, I should correct myself. Yeah, go ahead and pick up we've had a lot of PSI, go ahead and pick up the butterfly. You need to do any healing you want, and come back and respawn that butterfly. Get some power points going there. Nice juking of the tiny pile.
Unfortunately, can't drop an Omega because that's just too much PSI for what we have at this point. Didn't get the best roll on the Gamma, but that paired with an Alpha, enough to finish the fight.
Oh yeah. So that, like you said, that does open up the 3 check to go get the kid. Also opens up a sanctuary as well as Saturn Coffee for another warp. Ooh, we are seeing the hints today with the Oop, there's Winters. The Saturn Coffee was Winters. So that's your meteorite check. That gives you another warp check. We could be world traveling today. We could also just not. Given how many sanctuaries we technically have access to, we could just decide, not today. There we go.
Yep, saleswoman had it.
Because right now, we are looking at a potential Milky Well check, a Underworld check, and we both have Giant Step. So there's plenty of options here. A one kid magic can't finish. I have to say, that would be pretty hype. I gotta be honest. Like, seeing that would be pretty hype.
Mm-hmm, that'd be wild.
I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we've seen that this tournament. Just kidding.
Galam.
You take it. You go ahead, like you said, snag your other party member. Odds are, dollars to donuts, it's probably Pooh. I feel like Pooh has always been found there. Just kidding.
Not
It was
this
Jeff. So what item does Jeff have then? Police badge.
Don't need it.
Tucson could be something with Apple Kit.
But
It's
we
a
can already
potential.
get there.
Yes. Yes, the through 3, you're right. That's a long walk.
That's a long bus ride, you mean? And I know some, because that's how I usually get around.
Sarah did pick up the bazooka. Thank you for calling that out, Girk. Getting that bazooka is really good damage for Jeff.
And
You
probably the
love
best
seeing
you'll
it.
see, because we will not see a heavy bazooka today.
No, I don't think we will. Taking the long walk. Are they? The smart idea is to walk by, check Mole Cave, then go get on the bus to 3. That would be what I would do at this point. Check to see if Mole Cave is really even needed. If it's something like Wad of Bills or UFO Engine, you're good. Pencil Eraser, however, I'd consider it.
That pencil eraser straight in, because that gives you another sank at Happy Happy Village, even though it is a long walk.
True. Now, Serra going straight to Tucson unless they stop. But I don't see stopping unless it's in 3.
I see Andy noping out because that was a vanilla game Thirsty Coil Snake poisoning Ness.
Yeah, bail out on that one. Get some bottle rockets, not a bad decision.
Upgrading to stun gun, also not bad.
So, does Serra stop in 3, or do they just go straight on through to Tucson?
I'd stop
work
through,
back.
personally.
See, I'm on the fence about that one. I would consider just going straight on to Tucson, then taking the warp back into 3. Because getting the Tucson check, instead of having to pay twice for it, just take the ride. You'll get the warp, and you'll be good to go.
Ooh, couple of life noodles. Nice pickup on Andy's side. So what glitch is Tomar referencing?
You know what? I gotta be honest and say I am not aware of a glitch there.
And Daniel tells us what it is in rather colorful language, saying, Do you mean the glitch where the zombie lady doesn't bleepin' work?
You know
And
what?
it's Paula, so it actually was worth it for Andy to stop here.
True. But is Serra gone straight into 3? Yep. Just like I would do. Take Tucson, get the Tucson warp, grab the child, which we know now is Paula, go straight into Tucson. That's what Andy's doing. So by taking the bus, I think by a small sliver, a non-zero amount of time, Serra might actually be in the lead to the walk to Tucson.
Andy does have the advantage, though, of having a third party member.
True. Serra, where are you going?
I don't know.
Couple life noodles. That's okay. You know what? I'll forgive. Plus the mind knowledge, correct. So Sarah's doing a little bit of shopping. Okay, not a horrific choice, to be honest.
Mr. Baseball Bat's a good pickup at this point.
Ooh, Apple Kid, waste of time with the UFO engine.
Oh, hi, Everdread. It's not like we haven't seen you jump off the roof there before.
Is this even randomized? I am required to say by legal obligation.
And Everdread being flash resistant means we get to see the flashy animation of PK Flash Omega, but it did nothing. Now he's numb, it's just a bash fest. And that's it.
He's down paralysis. Ooh. Not bad.
Let's see what this is. Zombie paper, so that... We don't need that for this seed, though, so that's just a blank check.
Did you see what Serra just got?
Ooh, double beam, night pendant, hello. There's good stuff at Berglund Park, so I did not see what Serra got.
I think that Serra just got... It looked like, and I could be wrong, someone can correct me. It looked like it said Dragonite. Yeah.
Yep, bag of Dragonite. I don't think we're getting too many of those in this seed, so
No.
use sparingly.
I would have thought that would have been too high of a level. Here's a bag of Dragonite. Go turn into a dragon, kids. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, barely within the confines. It would probably have to be right at level 40.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe that's the equivalent of Monkey Cave in the logic? I don't know.
Could happen, but that's no pun intended. That's a spicy item.
Hey, I'll take it. This looks like an exit mouse pickup play from Serra. I like this play because some of those tanks are a noun to walk out of.
Yeah. Not a bad pickup, honestly.
Okay, now I see why Serra left Moonside early after getting the items. The boss is Carbon Dog.
Ooh. Now, with the bazooka...
Yep, Andy got bazooka, and has the party member to use it.
And Serra is going to go for the for Fire Springs, which probably, honestly, gonna be pretty easy. All the dinosaurs are running, so that's a good sign. It was open pretty early. I believe it was the first warp we could have got access to. So it's gonna be a good option for us. Oko on the fire,
Serra,
yeah.
instant win.
Yeah, not gonna be
Bazooka's basically tossing a bomb every turn, which, all things considered, usable. We'll
Truth.
take it.
Alright, San, we need more Dragonite. I agree. Getting more Dragonite would be pretty hype.
We have now let's see what happens with Carbon Dog.
Pretty easy. One hit.
Already off to Dragon Dog, to a Diamond Dog. I almost said Dragon Dog because I had Bag of Dragonite on the brain.
Not bad, Moonside. Dragon Dog does sound terrifying.
Oh god, if Nintendo ever does a Mother 4, which I don't think they will, that would be an amazing boss to see.
Yes, it would. So what is the monkey gonna give us today? Gonna be the pack of bubblegum. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Serra was taking out the guardian moles, the third strongest. They have 2 sanctuaries right here. So right now, just to break it down, just to have a little bit of a chat through this. Right now, Andy is sitting at potential 5 sanctuaries. They have 2. They have 1. They have Giant Step, but they also have access to Milky Well, the Pond Cave, Rainy Circle, and Underworld. Thought one more. So and I believe they do have Pencil Eraser as an option somewhere along the seed. So as a potential 5th right there. Sorry. The Pencil Eraser was Mines, so that is a potential. It's a non-zero chance they take it, though.
I don't know if I would take it though, but Serra is returning to Moonside now, better prepared to deal with Carbon Dog, because single player Doggo single kid Doggo just does not sound like a good time, so I cannot fault them for backing out of that, because I probably would do the same as well.
I don't blame you. Serra has validated the run, the best meme of all, the moon meme in Moonside.
That's a new one for me, although my mind, it just admittedly drifted towards First Quest Level 2 in Zelda 1. I mean, to be fair, that tournament's going on too, so just saying.
And he's gonna go down here to Fire Springs, take out the boss here. Shouldn't be a problem, just like for Serra. Serra is going to get that pack of bubblegum as an option. Would you take pack of bubblegum, considering that you get Lab Rat and Sanctuary there?
Might as well. And besides, right before, if you're not feeling like you can take out the boss, you can go to AND4H Lab, get the full restore instant revitalizing device, save there, and then go back in.
The problem with the instant revitalized device is that you still are hungry, and that's a problem. Sorry, that's the Innertron.
I was about to say, revitalizes you, but yeah, I don't think the appetite goes away. Andy's going for the Flash Omega.
Ooh,
and he got
feeling a little weird.
confused.
Daniel, thank you for picking up. That is, in fact, Chrono Trigger. Every time I use the revitalizing
Flash,
device,
folks.
yeah, Can't say, gotta go for the swag stats, you know? Gotta try the flag. You have the opportunity, take it. It either works or it doesn't.
Yeah, you went from confused to crying, which would have been a noun to go to try and fight back against for the boss, but watch the AI cheat because the game knows.
I don't know about you, but generally I do the crying, then I'm confused. While we are writing Tessie, why don't we go ahead and say, hey, go ahead and follow these wonderful racers. They are putting on a great showing. Both of them are at the top of their game, playing this amazing Earthbound. Drop some Tessies in chat. We know that Serra has. Gotta love him for it. Be sure to follow him for more PK Scramble. Also, be sure to follow my lovely co-commentator Leslie as they do Scramble content as well. And if you're
as well as other things that go on our channels.
There you go. If you're bored enough, you can follow me too. Andy's gonna go for Tessie, so we're gonna see round 2 of Tessie. So let's see some more Tessies here when we get there. We love Beast. It shouldn't be too big of a problem. I wouldn't think.
Andy's just swinging hard. I don't blame him. Probably some vanilla game flashbacks from Lesser Mook causing trouble in this area. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, I will say that Serra probably will have an easier time avoiding protoplasm. There you go. Andy is on the MS Paint Beast Tessie we know and we love. There you go. That is true, and thank you. Protoplasms were not too bad here. Neither was the duck. Let's see if we can skip. Unfortunately, no.
Not this time. It never happened.
No, but man, when you get it, it feels good. You're like, yes.
Yeah, when you hit a sub-pixel, it feels so good. And Daniel, if you think that's sub-pixel garbage, try doing clips in Super Mario Brothers 3. Then you really deal with sub-pixel garbage of a different variety.
Tomar's starting a new rock band called Sub-Pixel Garbage. I love it.
Yeah.
I would unironically listen to that.
Touche. I know when to know my role, as The Rock would say back in the day. I will question, a cane? Is it a cane? Is it a red cane or a blue cane?
Sarah's getting ready to go make the sanctuary check. So whether or not, let's find out if it's through the 1 through 4. Because that could be an option. But I'm imagining it's probably 3. Considering that Giant Step was 1, I do believe that Fire Springs was 2. So I think with the time they're having, I think this one's going to be 3.
Thought I saw a 3 at Fire Spring, and I appreciate chat knowing what I was going for with that, what I was referencing.
And saying it's 4, okay.
I can see this being 4. I can also see this being 2, but
Ooh,
it is 4.
4.
So that means where is our 2? Did it wind up being
It's gonna be Milky Well.
Yeah.
Pond Cave, Rainy Circles, not too bad, honestly. You get the nice It is extremely close there, Sesame Seed. Extremely close.
Wouldn't want it any other way in this rando.
No. Hey, great. Great, there's a butterfly right outside the sanctuary where you just got a full heal. Thank you, Spawn Plate. Better than nothing, I guess. Hieroglyph copy.
Not really worth.
No, not really. Kind of feels bad, honestly. So flags are max item level 40, and PSI is 20%. Go to the pyramids. I don't know about that one. I might consider avoiding that one, to be honest. Sarah's going to go ahead and take Milky Well.
I'll also take a photo stop.
That's true, so let's see some Fuzzy Pickles in chat.
I get an emote, so that covers that.
I got what I look like in every photo I've ever taken. Andy Sanders, many checks.
I gotta agree with that one.
Yeah? There's a lot of checks, but they're both doing really well with this. They are... Tolmar, I don't think we'll be here in 20 minutes.
We got a vanilla trillion age sprout.
Obligated by legal bounds. Is this even randomized? Alright, everybody can laugh now. We have 4 sanctuaries for Serra. That does open up Gygus as an option. They will probably take it. I'm gonna say they'll probably take it, and we will find out how punishing Gygus is today. That's always sage advice. Don't lick Trillion Age Sprout.
Yeah, also don't lick a Switch cartridge. It's awful.
Can confirm.
Yeah, Pyramid does seem like a choke point between Sanks 4 and 5, but there's also the choke point of going through the mines to get the pencil eraser to walk to Saturn Valley. So the 5th Sank is pretty slow, and I do see okay penance here. So, yeah.
Yeah, and
Definitely the play to Gygus.
And with the caliber of runners that we're dealing with, like, they'll be fine unless Gygus is just extremely evil today. Which we all know that Gygus is unknowable evil, but it is the evil that we do know. Oh,
Sarah's bailing. I think Sarah's going for the kid check.
Yeah, you gotta at this point. Go ahead, snag Jeff. You got a bazooka. You just gotta at this point. It's just the smart check.
It is, and speaking of smart, Andy gets around the photo trigger. Nicely done.
Truth. Yeah, it's sadly not. Jeff has the police badge, so we're not going to be using that today. But it is good to have another body. Like I said, we do have the bazooka from Moonside. Serra, item-wise, and purely by items, I think edges out the lead for one item. Dragonite. Andy does not have Dragonite. Would Serra go check Boogie? I don't think so. I would be genuinely surprised if they did.
Nope, not happening. Andy didn't do that check either, so that's gonna be in the credits.
That it will be. Repel Sandwich at the broken Skyrunner, or Phase Disorder. It's not bad. There are not many with item level 40.
And Serra getting bodied by Apple Kid in the way.
Agreed. And Slug, you're absolutely right. This is close. This will come down to if Gygus is nicer on one side or the other. Or, and I'm gonna throw this out here. If Gygus is roughly the same, you know what it could come down to. Just like McGurk and Tolmar have said, Apple Kid. Serra was bodied by Apple Kid just for a split second. So, if Gygus is nice, it honestly could be that Apple Kid body block.
Or the bag of Dragonite, who knows?
Now, we do have a game. Who is the assistant? We've already got Strong, we've got some Frank. I'm going to throw out Frankenstein Mark II. That's always my go-to. We have, honestly...
I'm going to say vanilla.
Okay, that's fair. We have a lot of opportunities. Like, we did not have to take very many boss fights, all things considered.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, Andy can't get out of this battle, which has allowed Serra to get into Gygus first.
Ooh, the lead theft. Alright, who's it gonna be today?
I don't think Andy's got any more Repel sandwiches.
Ooh, the Mondo Mole. Not
This
bad.
is cheesable.
Yeah, the sandwich era was pretty big. I don't see Mondo Moles in chat, so no one wins the mole check today.
It's a full power alpha that just about takes Paula out.
Yeah. Paralysis is gonna be kind, though. Yeah, well, it wasn't Kraken today. Sorry, Ari. And it was even a possibility today. That mole is just gonna stand there and just kind of... He's gonna be there. Putting up that PSI shield was a really good opportunity. And we are on to phase 2.
What I am surprised by is that Serra didn't try the big bottle rocket, because that would have taken a huge bite out of Mondo Mole.
True. There is that Dragonite usage. Oop, phase 3. We are up to praying, everybody.
Andy not that far behind with a faster phase 1, but loses Jeff. We'll see how that plays into things.
Yeah? Let's find out. Ooh, that gut save on Jeff at 1.
Great turn for Andy.
We're looking at 2 praise. Looks like, ooh, solid. Made Paula solids. That's not great. Okay, Paula crying is not the worst. Ness friends prayed for Ness. Wow, that was... I don't know why that one was a struggle to read.
Perception.
That one was a struggle to read. Yes, my favorite prayer, the for-profit health system. Pray for the kids to only mostly be beaten up.
Yeah, that's on point, really. I mean, Earthbound being a parody of the West That one holds up to this day.
Yes, it does. I love that check. Now all we need is the AND4H Ness and Friends, or the backwards one, and I think Charles is in here. Bubble Monkey's praying. Good.
So at this point, what Andy needs is for Paula to get frozen on Sarah's end a couple of times.
Yeah. Praise safety, Ness and Friends. Okay, there we go. There's our Mr. Saturns. Andy's seeing the for-profit health system. This is a incredibly tight race as Sarah's entering last two prayers.
Apologies for the encoder going screwy here, as the Twitch encoder just hates this part.
Yes, it does. Okay.
So I'm gonna see how close this really was.
Drop the GGs. That was the last prayer. That was the last prayer for Sarah. Drop the GGs. There is no way Andy is catching up, but Andy's going to be nipping at the heels, absolutely, as I think they're getting ready to enter the last two prayers. So close.
So close and so good. This is why I love this.
Agreed. I would rather a super close seed rather than an absolute blowout.
Always. And Andy's just wrapping up too. Wow, this is going to come down to cutscene.
Yep. Sandwich usage in the cave was critical. I love the fact that they have to be thinking, okay, the other one is getting ready to go. The other one's getting ready to finish. And like, it is going to come down to a matter of seconds. Not minutes, seconds, everyone. There's Sarah with the dot done, 46:25. What is Andy going to
I got
get?
that. Andy's time is... And he says in race time, damn, GG.
Agreed. That was really, really awesome.
Yes, it was. And Andy's official time is...
Ah, man, I can't believe my Repel Witch beefed it. That sucks so bad.
GG though, Andy.
GG, Andy. That was a heck of a race. 47-12 to
Game losing play. I shouldn't have lost that. I'm so upset. Just messed up just using a Repel sandwich. How do you do that? How do you mess up using a Repel sandwich? That's frustrating.
GG, Sarah. That was really close.
Yeah, I dropped a Repel sandwich earlier, like just completely dropped one on the floor. So
I wasted my last one because I accidentally spawned enemies before using it. So I got into two encounters on the way to Gygus. So that was the game loser right there.
Yeah,
that's rough.
That was really good though. Like, it was really tight, honestly, throughout the entire race, regardless of any amount of route divergence. Like, you were high-fiving each other constantly. So that was really exciting.
I think my routing was perfect. I just played bad at the end, and that's unfortunately what happens.
This was a really weird one to route. I think I did it okay, but I kind of moved around a lot.
Oh, me too. But
yeah, like especially at the start, it was solo Ness for ages.
Yeah,
I'm so upset.
Yeah.
I'm so upset. I should have won that, but I fudged up. Sometimes that's how
Happens
it
to
do
the
that.
best of us.
Yeah, it sure does.
That I'm there. I don't think there's been a closer race except for maybe one of the first ones where it came down to matter of ones of seconds at that. Y'all are excellent. Honestly, be sure to go follow these racers, everyone, as they're going to do more gaming as a whole, but more Scramble going forward. Serra is going to go up against Daniel, so that is going to be excellent. You can look forward to that race coming up, I think, next week. But yeah, go follow these racers. Go follow my lovely co-commentator, Leslie. Thank you for hanging out and doing this. And if you're bored enough, you can follow. If you want other randomizer and PK Scramble content. Any comments, questions, concerns, Serra, Andy? Anything?
Good luck, Sarah. I'm pulling for you.
Thank you. Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah.
First
So next week, let's talk about next week's seeds and matches and everything like that. Thank you, Tomor, for the call out. So next week, we do have a couple of matches. We do have Serra versus Daniel. That'll be an excellent race. Looking forward to that one. And MC McGurk versus Ari. Ari, I hope you're ready. I can see both of y'all in chat. Everyone is going to have such tight races as we are closing in on that top 4. To talk about next week's flag set, next week we have some excellent flags that I am super looking forward to. 120 or 120% spawn rate, so we will be seeing way more enemies, but teleport anywhere. We will not be seeing any mice. You can almost say that. No mice.
maybe one mouse. For mines.
Maybe.
Don't forget the exit mice, just saying.
Well, with teleport anywhere, the question is, do you take them? So 120% spawn rate. Basically, more enemies. So we will be seeing way more enemies in our way. 20% more than vanilla, even. I am super looking forward to that one. So that's going to make teleport anywhere a little bit harder, as they are going to be more. So that'll be excellent. Serra, are you looking forward to that one next week?
Yeah, it sounds like fun. I haven't played with Teleport Anywhere in a long time, and it's a really fun flag.
Yes, it is. I love that flag set when I happen to do DocSat.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone is looking forward to that. That'll be next week and it'll be announced. Be sure to join the Discord if you'd like to get more involved in the PK Scramble. There is always room and always someone help and teach and able to go run something to run a seed if you're like, hey, I don't know enough, but I would like to run something. Kind of get your feet wet. You've been watching this tournament and you're like, I'm interested. I want to kind of do that. There's always room in the Discord there. And you'll also get all the announcements of when the races be held. Thank you to everybody who set this up. Temple and Tomar, thank you so much for the restream and the setting up of the Scramble. Leslie, thank you for being a lovely commentator with me. Serra and Andy, thank you for the wonderful racing today. And thank you to the chat for being excellent as always. Let's go ahead and throw everybody on it over to Peen Train, who's also playing, I believe, some Earthbound. So be sure to drop any sort of hype emotes that you have. That way we can show that little bit of Earth love in the community. Thank you so much and have a great evening. And we will see you all next time for the next race.
Good night, everybody. And until next time, stay kind, stay safe, stay awesome. And we're looking forward to the next one and next week's chaos, as we are now down to our chosen 4. But not until before we had an absolute barn burner tonight. So long, everybody.